Yo, what's going on, guys? We're here with year 3 of what to expect this offseason from the Washington Wizards. This will be an offseason preview prediction. And currently, the Wizards are going to have their pick this year. So we'll give you an idea on who they could draft at that range. I have said that we know they're going to probably be closer to 10. And if they are, between that 8 and 11 range, we'll talk about those guys who could be available there. Before we start today's video, I want to hear your thoughts down below. What do you think the Washington Wizards should do? I'm a big Wizards fan. Like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the way to 20,000. But tell me down below, who do you think they should draft? Who they should target in free agency? I personally have said all season long, been carrying, very close to every source that has came out. Kyle Kuzma and Kristaps Porzingis are staying. I'm saying it right now. That is my first expectation. Kyle Kuzma and Kristaps Porzingis are staying. And you're like, why? No other team is going to give them the touches and the opportunities to play like all-stars and have all-star touches and be franchise cornerstone, the 3 franchise cornerstones with Bradley Beal, Kristaps Porzingis, and Kyle Kuzma. No other team is going to do that. No other team is going to use them as marketing or bobblehead nights and give them the touches to be, Kristaps Porzingis had arguably the greatest season of his career, if not the second best season of his career in every stat, okay, except maybe blocks per game or rebounding. And everything else, he had his best rebounding, most efficient year, okay, and I think he scored the most points per game. And then you got Bradley Beal, who also had the most efficient shooting splits of his career. Kyle Kuzma had bobblehead night, took his game basically like a 20 and 10 guy out there. No other team is going to get that. If Kyle Kuzma goes to any other team on a championship contender team, he's a 4th or 5th option, okay? And if he wants to go to a team where you get even more touches, he's going to go to a worse team than the Wizards, okay? A team with less playmakers, with less talent. If there's no other team that's going to give him as much touches as the Wizards, okay? Same thing with Porzingis. The other thing is both guys have said they love where they live. They love the fans. They love DC. And DC is a top 15 city in the NBA, okay? Like, out of the 30 NBA cities, Washington, D.C. is one of the top 15 to live in. And it's very central. It just works out, and I think they're going to keep him, and they can pay him the most. So that's my first thing. Now, they're going to probably get a draft pick between I would like to say the 8 and 12 range. And in that range, you could see guys like Jordan Hawkins, Grady Dick, Cason Wallace, Anthony Black, Taylor Hendricks, maybe Jarace Walker in there. I have said this whole time, if Anthony Black or Cason Wallace is there, you take it. I think Cason Wallace would be, the day one impact. Anthony Black, I have said, is the Josh Giddey, Tyrese Halliburton of this draft class. But if he's drafted to a team like the Wizards, he might have like a Dyson Daniels level impact his rookie season before breaking out maybe his 2nd or 3rd season. I think Cason Wallace, who has like Drew Holiday potential, could be really good. Taylor Hendricks is another guy. Even though I go to the University of Kansas, I would not draft Grady Dick or Jordan Hawkins. We have Corey Casper, Denny Abdia, and we're bringing back Kyle Kuzma. Let's not make another logjam at the wing position when it's finally starting to thin out. Now, for us, we're a team that we were the 21st ranked defense, 22nd offensive rating, 23rd net rating. We finished 35 and 47 this year. Under contract for next year is Bradley Beal, Daniel Gafford, Monte Morris, DeLon Wright, Denny Abdia. Johnny Davis is here, but guys, let's explore trades for Johnny Davis. Same thing with Isaiah Todd. Xavier Cooks is officially going to be a part of our roster. He was the MVP of the NBL, if you guys did not know. And Xavier Cooks ended up playing about 10 games for the Wizards this season, and it was about 13 minutes a night, shot 60.7% from the field, attempted no 3-pointers, 4 rebounds a night, a little under a steal and an assist in game, and same thing with a block. But if you looked over his last 4 games, this man was putting up numbers, and that was basically his April stats to close out the month of April. Xavier Cooks was a guy who knew what he was doing, all right? In 5 games in April, he averaged 21 minutes a night, 57.7% from the field, about 7 points, assists a night, a block a game, 1.2 steals, and 6.4 rebounds. So he was basically averaging 6.5 rebounds, 7 points, an assist a game, a block a game, and 1.5 steals. in his last 5 games this season. So Xavier Cooks is a 27-year-old to watch out. He's going to be a big impact for this team. And with that being said, Isaiah Todd, Johnny Davis, let's get rid of them. They suck. Okay, I would do anything to trade those contracts. Bring back Kristoff, Kyle Kuzma. So next year's roster, as of right now, Bradley Beal, Kristoff Porzingis, Kyle Kuzma, Daniel Gafford, Monte Morris, DeLon Wright, Denny Avdia, Johnny Davis, Corey Kesper, Jordan Goodwin, Isaiah Todd, Xavier Cooks. That means they have 3 roster spots. I would package Isaiah Todd and Johnny Davis. And I know that's just and those 2 salaries combined is only like $7 million you'll be able to trade for. But I'm going to go off the argument that that's $7 million that you can use in maybe a big deal as filler. Or you can call up and be like, hey, Houston, you want to trade Jayshawn Tate for Johnny Davis and Isaiah Todd? Maybe some second-round picks. Or you hit up Miami if they're selling for Caleb Martin. Or even, the Cavs for Jetty Osman. I know those are wing players, but that's the idea. Or if it's true, Jalen Suggs might be available for sale. Same thing with Kelly and Hayes. Maybe you go, here's 2 second-round picks. Isaiah Todd, Johnny Davis for Jalen Suggs or Kelly and Hayes. Those are deals that I would do myself. And if they really want another center, maybe you just say, hey, send us JaVale McGee and we'll send you Johnny Davis and Isaiah Todd. Or I know a guy who's locked up long-term, Dean Wade. Hit up the Cavs for Dean Wade, Johnny Davis and Isaiah Todd. Or Chumo KK. That's another guy. Davion Mitchell, another guy. There's multiple players that they go out and get. And I think make offers for that. Maybe. Or let's just do the James Bouknight for Johnny Davis swap. I don't know. I think it's an interesting situation as we look at this because this is a team that's been building from the middle and it didn't work. And we know we're going to re-sign Porzingis and Kuzma. The trio of Kuzma and Beal and Porzingis only played 35 games. All right. Kuzma, Porzingis, Beal record together. Okay, they only played 35 times and they went 16-19 in those 35 games. So it's not perfect. So, and there's... Okay, but this is crazy. 16-19, that's hardly stuff of a big 3. But in 740 minutes on the floor simultaneously, Washington Wizards would outscore opponents 3.3 points per game. So they were obviously a better team. And Wes Unseld said this is an incomplete first 2 seasons because Unseld's returning and we just can't play defense. But Kesper's one of the best 3-point shooters. Jordan Goodwin's been awesome. I just personally think next year's going to be a good year. What are your thoughts? Let me know. Bye.